Yo, this your boy James with XpectoGO, bringing you guys the latest and greatest in Harry Potter Magic Awakened content. And today, we're here to go over a new deck I've been trying out and having some success with, but overall fun with, and that is my Invincible Opaleye deck. And I want to share with you guys and maybe give you guys some ideas with how to build a deck featuring one of your favorite cards. So let's get right into it. All right, now our Invincible Opaleye deck starts with what every deck starts with, which is this Echo. And so the Opaleye is the center of attention. It is the featured card. So we have Hagrid here to boost its longevity and its attack with this Echo. Attack speed of your highest cost summon goes up by 50%. Plus, every time this summon takes total damage equal to 50% of its max health, it will recover 28% of its max health within 2 seconds. And you can pull this off 3 times with the Hagrid Echo, which is clutch. And a lot of people forgot that the Opaleye also got a boost, I think 1 or 2 updates ago as well. So pretty great card, and if you can keep it out in the field, can do massive amounts of damage. So that being said, we want to increase this attack, we want to increase its longevity. Let's start with the Thunderbird, increasing its longevity due to its ability of bringing about shields not only to the Opaleye but other ally units and even yourself. So that's clutch for longevity. We also have the Essence of Dittany, something I've enjoyed use with my Neville deck, and I want to try with the Opaleye deck, and something I really don't see a lot of people using with this type of deck. I see a lot of Swelling Solution, which we do have, but not a lot of Essence of Dittany. So this is pretty clutch. Again, increasing longevity with the shield and this card, the Essence of Dittany. And then, of course, increasing its potency is the Swelling Solution. It's going to increase its movement speed and attack speed, so getting off more attacks. Again, something I see a lot of. And also increasing its potency will be the Bombastic Bombs. If I'm able to get that out there, just carry the bombs and drop them anywhere the opponent might be or its ally unit. So those are the things that are going to help with its longevity and boost its attack overall. And then to help me set up the Opaleye, I have the Metagots, which are boosted with this Hagrid deck, and they're just going to keep the enemy occupied while I try to build up MP to get the Opaleye out on the field. Also, keeping cast occupied and giving me MP will be the Niffler back row, obviously, but a great distraction when I get a lot of summons coming my way, because I am relying heavily on the Opaleye, which is, I think, the weakness of this deck, relying heavily on the Opaleye for offensive and defensive prowess. I could put in Incendio to help with some Death Eaters from a Bellatrix Lestrange deck, or just overall any type of summons that come in my way, but I just want to highlight the Opaleye and see what happens. And if you're not having fun with it, then why are you doing this in the first place? So, and then lastly, just to help with overall health and help me hide from any possible summons and build up MP, is the Nebulous. And of course, this helps against the Atmosphere Charm, the Thunderstorm. So overall, this is the deck. Now, the companions are doing basically the same thing the Metagots are doing, keeping enemies occupied while I build up MP to get the Opaleye out in the field. So we got the Malfoy gang going out there, kind of just, again, just keeping cast occupied, and it helps that it's boosted by 2 with this Hagrid deck. We got my boy Ron, always coming in clutch, just rounding up anything that's on the field and doing massive damage, keeping cats, again, occupied. And then we got my girl Minerva McGonagall, which is helpful and kind of keeps the possible summons I might come across at bay while I try to build up MP. Yeah, that's my Invincible Opaleye deck. Let's see how it works in the ranked. All right, now, as you can see, I'm coming against Tom Little, which I love that name, as a foe, and they look to have a Newt deck. So we got a Hagrid versus Newt deck. I have a HP advantage off the jump, a little bit over 300, a little bit over 200, and I go out immediately with my Metagot since I don't have the Opaleye as an option yet. Now, I'm figuring out what I want to do and see if I can keep their Metagots at bay, but then they start to throw out the Rumpet Horn and this annoying spell. So immediately, since I have the Opaleye out on the field, I'm like, okay, let's get this going. So I get the Swelling Solution out immediately, and I get the Malfoy Gang out, and I have the Thunderbird out. So I got my Opaleye doing pretty good work against this enemy's foe, and particularly against its companions. And I still have the Opaleye out there, which is insane. So looking at my spells, I think I'm good enough to get my next Opaleye out. So I do. As you see, it's triggered, and I got 2 Opaleyes out at the same time, particularly against this Ashwinder. But we're doing good work, and I got the Swelling Solution out there. You see the swirls going around the Opaleye, letting you know that the Hagrid effect is in play. And again, just doing massive amounts of work. And I should have put the Thunderbird in the back row, but nonetheless, it is protecting my Opaleye. But it was fine because we ended it immediately. So it was quick work. I don't think a lot of people are expecting this type of deck, which was pretty cool. Next up, we have, I believe, we have a Bella deck. So this is one I'm worried about because Death Eaters, I really don't have anything to protect myself against the Death Eaters. If I added Incendio, it would have been fine, but I don't get the Opaleye early on. So I have to go out offensively and start trying to keep the opponent busy while trying to cycle through my cards so I can get the Opaleye as an option. And I do here. So I take out the Monster Book of Monsters and I get my Opaleye out on the field. So now that it's out in the field, I'm dealing with Atmosphere Charm. They're trying to get damage on me. So luckily I have Nebulous to protect myself against that. And I'm building up MP. So my Opaleye is still doing pretty good. So I'll throw out Essence of Dittany to keep it out there for a while. And the Swelling Solution. And it's almost back at like full health right now, despite the Death Eater coming out. So the Opaleye did what it was supposed to do. Now I got to deal with the Death Eater by myself. It would have been nice, but by this time, I have my Opaleye already out. So it does, the opponent does Confringo against me, but look at the health of my Opaleye. Still pretty high. With the Bombastic Bombs, we're looking pretty good. So then I throw out the Thunderbird. I should have put it in the back, but nonetheless, I throw the Thunderbird out with the Bombastic Bombs with Ron and with my Opaleye. And the Essence of Dittany, again, is keeping my Opaleye healthy, and the shield is keeping it healthy as well. And so now my opponent has to work around trying to take out 3 things which are pretty invincible. By that time, I have my next Opaleye out with the shield, and I'm in the Nebulous Charm and Bombastic Bombs, and now we're just going to start overrunning our opponent. Even though they do have Essence of Dittany, it does not matter. We are going hard. Now, they do get Confringo off, and the Death Eater is taken out my Opaleye, but we did so much amount of work. So now I got to deal with this this Death Eater is coming at me. But again, my Opaleye is doing so much work, and I take unnecessary damage, but it doesn't matter because my Thunderbird protected me, and I got McGonagall out there to keep me keep him occupado and away from the Thunderstorm Atmosphere Charm. And now I just boost up my Opaleye even though I'm low on health, and the Opaleye is just doing massive work. Like, at that point, they were coming back, but by that time, they had to focus on either trying to get damage on me or trying to take out my Opaleye. And they were focused on trying to get damage on me, which allowed my Opaleye to have some success. All right, so we've seen this deck against a Newt deck, against a Bella deck. I have a ton of footage me going against a Bella deck, but this is against another Hagrid deck. So off the jump, we do have access to get the Opaleye out, so that's exactly what I do. And what I decided to do here is get the Swelling Solution just to boost it, and get the Malfoy Gang boosted as well. So off the jump, we have both players have their first companions out on the field, and it's a nice little exchange. Still pretty close, but the fact of the matter is I have higher HP, so I'm able to last a little bit longer and build up MP to get my Thunderbird out to protect me while I'm dealing with this and build up MP. Now I should have put the Thunderbird in the back, but it's fine because now I'm taking down this onslaught and they're doing massive work against me. But by this time I have my Opaleye out, and now I got the swelling solution and we can start to turn the tide a little bit. And I'm waiting for my Ron to get out because I know they're coming with theirs. So once they do heavy damage, I'm still pretty low there. They have the advantage on me right now by 800, but now I have Ron out. And now this is when we start to turn the tide a little bit. I have my bombs, I have my Ron, and I have the Opaleye and the Madagascar out on the field ready to go. So now this is when we start to get offensive. Thunderbird out to keep our summons out there for a while. And again, I'm just building up MP with this type of deck. And now let's get the Opaleye out again. This is either my second or third Opaleye swelling solution right on cue. And we still have the Thunderbird. While the Monster Book of Monsters are going against me, my Thunderbird is protecting my Opaleye. So, surprised to see that the opponent wasn't going after my Thunderbird because it's just standing out there. Now, I'm taking a barrage from the stack of Monster Book of Monsters and the Malfoy gang, but the thing is, it doesn't matter because now I have two Opaleyes on the field. And we're about to go off. And the Thunderbird is still there. But by this time, I have two Thunderbirds. Now, my opponent is smart and is anticipating my movement being lowered. And I don't realize I'm poisoned until later. So now I took unnecessary damage. And my opponent and I are around the same health now. But I have too much on the field. I have two Thunderbirds, two Opaleyes with the swelling solution. And we're just going to work. And boom. So that's my deck against another Hagrid deck. Invincible Opaleye. It's just a lot of fun. But there you have it. That is our Invincible Opaleye deck. Again, I love the card. I'm a Magic Zoo at heart. And I just wanted to have a fun little deck that just highlighted the Opaleye. And to see it have some success in the ranking was pretty cool, especially against a variety of decks. Yo, what do you guys think about the deck? What tweaks would you guys add or use? And honestly, what card would you guys like to see featured in a possible deck build? A fun one that you guys would like to see, whether it's a featured card or a deck theme with a Echo as a feature. Comment below, let me know. Yo, let's talk some Harry Potter Magic Awakened. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, hanging out with your boy. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell for more Harry Potter Magic Awakened updates and deck builds and tips and tricks. Also, if you enjoyed it, be sure to check out the video to your right with the updates concerning everything from the previous update for Harry Potter Magic Awakened. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until